Hi, this is Mark Bragdon, and I'm going to talk about how to run a search for criminology resources on the topic of children who witness domestic violence. Here we are at the library website, lib.unb.ca, and one of the things that we can do when we are working in a specific subject area in order to consolidate a number of resources around a topic is to go to this research by subject area, and in this case we're going to choose criminology as our subject. So when we get here, my preference, because this is an in-depth tutorial online, is to go to the detailed guide, whereas from this landing page people could go to general resources and specific ones. But for the case of this, we're going to go to the criminology guide here. Note that I have a tutorial on criminal justice abstracts, what is often considered the principal database for criminology research at UNB. And I'm going to go to criminal justice abstracts by clicking on this link under the Find Articles tab. I'm also going to pick a couple of other databases which could be of use, and I do that by clicking Choose Databases here. And I'm going to pick Academic Search Premier, which was also in our list on the previous page of related databases. And I'm also going to click on ebook collections, because this platform called EBSCO that we're on has a number of ebooks that could potentially be relevant. So I click OK, and we can see that we're searching now CJA, Academic Search Premier, and an ebook collection. So let's just start with domestic violence and children to start with. We're going to get a lot of results, 6,400 plus, and the trick to this is going to be teasing out those articles dealing with children who have been exposed personally and physically or either mentally to direct abuse or violence, or else those who have just been witness to it. But we're going to find in the literature that you may have to actually take a look at the abstracts of a number of papers and ebooks that seem like they might be relevant. Take a look at tables of contents from the ebooks to determine whether there is some interest to your research in the content, because it won't necessarily be obvious from the titles. Sometimes it can be obvious from subject headings, though. We can see that subject headings come up, how we might be able to follow up our search to be a little more specific based on some of the terms that have been applied. So, as I said, it can be difficult taking a look at the first few to determine whether we're dealing simply with children who have been witnesses rather than direct victims, if that is indeed a distinction that we want to make at this point. I did notice, however, because I've been on this page already, that down here in result number 7 there is a subject heading for intimate partner violence. So let's say I was going to grab that and copy it, go back to the top of my search results, and instead of domestic violence I'm going to replace that with intimate partner violence and rerun the search. Now we can see perhaps some of the results that we're going to get will be a little closer to the topic that we're looking for. And so we can see that in some cases the full text is going to be linked directly, so we can click on it, and then in this case we could download the PDF here and it would appear. Or else, going back to the search results, you're going to see these check for full text links where there isn't full text directly available. And full text is just simply the text of the article. So if I click on the second one here, if the library system is able to find a match between the database that we were searching and the journal subscriptions that we pay for, it would give you this full text link here. And when I clicked on it, it'll then take you, if all goes well, directly to the article. Although sometimes it'll take you to the journal homepage and you'll have to dig down to the article through the archives of that journal based on the volume and issue that you would know from the record. In other cases, if we don't have the full text, would probably do for all of these. Full text here. What you would see if we didn't have the full text is a link here for making a document delivery request and having the full text of the journal emailed to you from another institution free of charge. So that's something to consider as well. In any case, if you're seeking more help on the matter, then feel free to contact me again. Sometimes I work the research help desk at the Harriet Irving Library, and we can always schedule something one-on-one in the library as well, if that was something that was of interest to you. Have a good day.